to the land of long live play where greatness is always waiting. Welcome to the PlayStation Experience. I'm your host, Delvin Cox, and with me, as always, is the Platinum Princess herself, Miss Hannah Nicole Miller, a.k.a. a name I won't say on the show that I called off the show. How you doing, Haley?
Good. I got my raise. So
I see how you got your raise, Haley. Also with us, the Lord and Savior of PSVG, Lord Snurts.
We're starting off fresh with some nice fun. I can tell this is going to be a good one already. Yes. How y'all doing? Welcome to another round of fun and nerding out.
Yes, another round. That's what we call it. So who wants to start first? Who wants to give us their week? Let's go ahead, Haley, because Haley usually takes 30 hours. Go, Haley.
I do usually take 30 hours.
She
so
tells
I
us
got
what
my
she
raise
ate for breakfast,
right?
Lunch.
Notes.
I make $20.20 an hour now.
Girl, you balling.
Nice.
Yeah. So I worked my ass off to get that, and I have one left I can get, which is $21.20. But if I get that, it won't be until January. So.
All right, that's not that long though.
Yeah. But it's not a guarantee I can get it just because we usually start slowing down in November. So, like,
you got
a couple days off coming up, but other than that, like, I'm working pretty steady until the end of October. And my boss was kind enough to give me Halloween off for Dragon Age. So
that's good.
Very good.
You didn't get Halloween off for like Halloween?
I don't have anywhere to go trick-or-treating or a desire to go to a bar, especially in this city. Like, I don't have a desire.
What day Halloween is on? Is it on a weekend?
I think it's a Thursday this year.
It's a Thursday.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, it's not good.
If it was on a weekend, this year Halloween falls on a weekend. Me and the ghetto boys are trick-or-treating. Robbing little kids for bags.
There you go.
You know how that goes. Yeah.
They got to learn. They got to pay respect.
I see. No, I do not have the urge to rob children of their Halloween candy.
That's the trick part. They always think it's only treats involved, but there's tricks part.
Yeah. The tricks is the very important part of the Halloween tradition.
Yeah. No, I'm not dropping tricks on nobody.
Whoa.
My boss was kind enough to actually give me Halloween off because I asked for it. Last year, I had to do a hardware store on Halloween. So,
and then that's when you start hearing the cha 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 cock cock cock.
Yeah. Was it like in the movie like Thanksgiving, where people just started getting brutally murdered and heads getting stepped on and they exploded?
Oh,
that's very realistic.
No.
Huh.
I had to work at a Rona last year on Halloween. We didn't leave until 6 p.m.
My Rona.
I don't know what that
is. Got it.
It's a song. Yeah.
That's
fair. Good. Pay raise, day off, get to play some Dragon Fun. And that sounds like a good time. You get some
Dragon Age Dragon Fun.
Yes,
Dragon Fun. Yeah.
You're gonna be hunted by like half the internet. Just letting you know that.
That's fine. Let them come.
You'll be fine.
And then the past couple days have been brain wise, but doing my best. So, and then it's Thanksgiving weekend, so I have Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, it is Thanksgiving weekend, huh?
Yeah,
for you guys. Yeah,
yes,
that's weird.
Yeah. I do like how it's a little early because like Christmas and Thanksgiving feel like so close to each other. It would be nice to have a little bit bigger break between the two. But.
Well, they have Thanksgiving and Halloween close together.
We have Thanksgiving, the weekend that Thanksgiving should be, because it's the end of the harvest season. But that's a conversation for a different day.
So you're trying to tell us Americans we're wrong?
No, we're just right in the wrong way.
We're never wrong.
How's that? How's that system you got there for like math and shit like that?
Excellent.
I don't think so.
My car gets 30 hogsheads to the barrel, and that's the way I like it.
That
Goddamn right.
lives in my mind
America.
rent fucking free.
That's why we
How
call.
am I gonna take care of the 30 to 50 feral hogs? And
That's why we call football, and soccer.
Right. Because
Not
that other crap
you
y'all
punch
call it,
people
no.
in soccer and you kick footballs in football.
okay, but I'm gonna point out Canada calls soccer as well, so I don't know why you're aiming that at me. That's
I'm
a
just
British
saying,
person
we're always right.
complaint.
Well, let's just call a spade a spade. British people are stupid. They should get their shit together.
Whoa!
Hey, I didn't say it. America said it. I'm just saying the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. I
They
think the
need to
last
get
time
their
they had their
I
shit
thi-
together was the six of the world was under their flag.
I think America needs to not speak the quiet part out loud. You know,
How do you think we got it, Haley? Speaking the quiet part out loud a lot.
wild. Haven't really watched anything new except one thing with Ella Purnell in it.
Who?
The lead from Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. From the TV show.
Yeah,
Oh, that's her name. Okay, cool.
her name is Ella Purnell. She also voices, I think, Jinx in Arcane. I've not watched Arcane, but the
Oh,
blue-haired
okay.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Either way, it's called Sweet Pea, and it's about an office worker who snaps and murders people. It was cathartic.
Okay.
All right. That
I
sounds
dig it.
good.
Only the first episode is out right now.
Oh, it's
Apparently,
a series.
It is. It's on Stars in the U.S. and Canada. It's based off of a book. It's called Sweet Pea.
Okay.
Why is it called Sweet Pea?
I don't know. I think the book is called Sweet Pea,
Oh.
but
Thank you for your answer. Very helpful.
Wasn't the
I
dog
don't-
named
Got to the bottom of that.
Popeye?
I don't.
That's what I thought. Is it like a sequel to Popeye, and that's the little girl who was in Popeye grows up and snaps and starts killing people?
Yeah, eats
Sure,
spinach.
let's-
and
Sure,
goes
let's
to
go with
AWOL.
that.
Okay, that works.
It was
With Popeye
interesting.
public domain. We could get a movie going, Delvin.
We can. I like this idea. I like this idea a lot.
It's
Popeye horror
very
movie.
Yeah.
very good. So,
Brutus.
my pro is half paid off. If we're continuing how my week is going, I have $534 left to put on it. So
That's like the whole goddamn total. You
No,
literally
no.
seem like
The
you-
problem is, it's only halfway there.
well, that's including taxes. So
I
got-
only
yeah,
owe
of course.
$500 left. What the fuck are you talking about? That don't sound like halfway.
well, after taxes, it's $1,100 almost here. So
Yeah, so that's halfway.
I put $550 on it right now. So
Wow.
And has it arrived yet, or it?
What?
You
No, it
have
doesn't come out
Pro
till
doesn't-
November
that-
6th.
that-
Oh, November
it's the
6th, that's
7th.
right.
It's November
7th?
7th. Yeah.
Same
Okay.
shit. 6th,
Alright.
7th, 8th, 9th.
So also the GameStop that I pre-ordered at closed today permanently. So I
Oh,
have
so
to
how
go
you
pick it
gonna
up at the GameStop at the mall is taking over all active pre-orders from the GameStop I pre-ordered at. So
Yeah, and then they miss your order, or they something
Like,
gets
oops.
yeah,
Like,
fell off
order?
the truck.
PS5. No, you didn't order it here. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's not how that works. Like it's
Oh,
very
no,
That's
that
not
sounds
funny.
like how that works.
Mm.
Sounds exactly like how that works.
well, as long as you get it on time.
Well,
I will get it.
Period. Yeah.
I will get it. So I know the manager at the mall at the Pen, so I'll for sure get it. So
Okay. All right, anything else, Haley?
yeah, I've been playing a lot.
Well, let's get to that
most-
part.
I was getting there.
No, you wasn't.
Mostly Dead Rising because I'm working on the Zombie Genocider achievement, which requires you to kill 53,594 zombies.
That's a lot.
They still call it that.
Well, in the remake, it's called Zombie Annihilator instead
I
of
was gonna
Zombie
say, yeah, 'cause-
Genocider.
Because I'm saying that genocide name doesn't hold up. This
No,
time
yeah.
right now.
it
Not the
It
most
really
popular.
does not hold up.
Yeah, not especially right now with everything.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It's now called Zombie Annihilator. and 53,594 zombies to kill. And really, the only way you do that, for anybody who doesn't know, is you use the underground parking garage, and you just drive back and forth through zombies until the car breaks down. Then you grab another, and you do it again. It takes about three.
Horrible.
If you throw a podcast on, it's doable. It takes about 3-4 hours.
4 hours doing that? Fuck no. No. Absolutely not.
Hey, man.
Otherwise, it takes probably even more time, but and it's a trade-off because it's probably more fun just to get it naturally.
Well,
killing things like in a variety of different ways versus just mindlessly like going back and forth with a car.
Hey, Snurts, you can't get this naturally. Like, this achievement actually requires you to do this. There are not enough zombies in the mall itself to achieve 53,594 kills.
So you have to cheese it.
It's not cheesing. It's just like there are not enough zombies that spawn within the time limit of the game in the mall itself for you to get that. So the fastest way is with a car, or if you've completed the Saint achievement, you get a book that gives all items infinite durability. So you just grab the rocket launcher and just fire endlessly in overtime mode. But either way, it takes a couple hours. It's fun. And the reward for it is super useful. It is the Mega Buster.
That could be anything. That I don't know what the Mega Buster is. What is that?
It's Mega Man's. It's Mega Man's.
Okay.
Beam weapon.
Right.
Like
Gotcha.
you get that.
Cool.
Like you get that, and you just fire, and it kills people.
I'm gonna ask Nurse the question. Let's see if he knows this trivia question. Do you know the reason why the achievement hits at that arbitrary number?
Yeah, because I think we talked about it before. It's the number of people in the town that the mall takes place in.
Correct.
Yeah, I remember things.
I have another question for you. What is the amount that you are required to kill for this same achievement in Dead Rising 2?
Oh, is it more like 75 or?
It is absolutely more. Give me a sec. I'm gonna pull up. I don't remember. I know it's over. It's over what the Dead Rising 1 is. Give me a sec.
1.5 million.
Over 9,000?
Absolutely not. Dead Rising 2. Give me a sec. I had to pull it up here.
Well, why
okay.
He's doing that? Oh, go ahead. You got it?
I did. I have both up. There are 2 in Dead Rising 2. So there is in the original. Obviously, it has not been remastered. So this is the PS3 achievement. Z Genocider 2, Genocide Harder, is kill 53,596 zombies. But then, above that, Zombie Genocide Master kills 72,000 zombies.
Yeah, okay.
No, thank you. Don't want to do that.
Also, by the way, you get it the exact same way in an underground tunnel.
No. I'm cool on that.
The other thing I've been playing is Baldur's Gate 3 with mods because fuck yeah.
Sounds like fun. Before you go to Baldur's Gate, I wanted to touch on something about Dead Rising. I forgot how perverse the first one really is.
Oh yeah,
it's very in compared to the other, it's very perverse. Like you can watch people die, you can let them die, you can like look up skirts and stuff. It's like really weird almost.
Yeah.
Frank West is like really pervy in a weird way.
Well, he's less he looks
toned down.
He looks more skeevy in the remake than he does in the original. In the original, he just looks like generic white guy. Yeah. But like in this, they've definitely the comment from Jesse about you can't blame a girl for being afraid of the way you look. It definitely makes sense because they kind of make Frank look like a total sleazeball.
Well, this one he kind of is I forget like the whole beginning section where where they are. This is a slight spoiler, but it's literally at the beginning of the game where you're in the helicopter and you get to the place where the lady is getting chased by the zombies.
On the roof?
On the roof.
Yeah.
And you clearly can like save her, but you choose to like take a picture.
And take a picture and just watch her like free fall off the top of the roof and splat on the ground. Yeah.
I'm like, I forgot about that. Like
Also,
that part.
in the original, you could not see her toss her gun. I'm gonna point out, like the gun just despawned as soon as it left her hand. In this one, you literally watch her like toss the gun at a zombie's head because it's out of ammo, and you're like, well, now what? Oh, I guess you're going off the roof.
Yeah.
Oh. Like
I forgot about that. I forgot about the beginning sequence with the girl and the mom in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh,
Snurts, if you have no idea what we're talking about, when we're done recording, you should look up the opening cutscene for Dead Rising Remaster, because this scene is in the original, but it's much more gruesome now than it was.
okay,
Yeah, well,
that's
with the updated graphics and whatnot, right? Doesn't that make it a little bit more realistic and
well, so this
extra
is
gory?
the RE engine. So this is like the. By the way, what do you think the RE engine stands for? Here's another trivia question for you.
Resident Evil is my assumption, but I'm assuming not because you asked me what it stood for.
Delvin, do you know the answer?
I do not know.
It is the Reach for the Moon engine.
That's a dumbass name.
Yeah, that totally
absolutely.
Dumbass name.
Well, if you look at the logo, it's a hand reaching towards the moon, and it says RE engine. It's the Reach for the Moon engine. So dumb.
And it should just be called Moon Engine.
Capcom.
Yeah, I have an idea what you're talking about, but isn't the main character supposed to be like part of a sleazy tabloid and getting the scoop no matter what?
No,
like
he's
the most dramatic thing as possible.
He's a freelance reporter. He's not really a He's not really a tabloid guy, but because of the year the game takes place, and when the game came out, they kind of like portray him as a sleazeball tabloid guy. And like one of the people you interact with calls him a tabloid reporter, but really he's an actual freelance reporter because his famous line is, "I've covered wars, but like that comes up in a way where they're not going to send a tabloid reporter to actually cover wars.
Okay,
like he's an actual reporter.
Right, but just morals are kind of
he's kind of like Eddie Brock.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Best way to put it.
Cool.
Right. Now we can get back to what you're talking about, Haley. About
Baldur's Gate 3 with mods.
Correct.
Yeah. So this is the second modded playthrough I started. I started one the other day, but then they added more mods, and the way that the mod manager works for consoles is kind of that like some mods will allow you to add them during a playthrough and some won't. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm not that far in the original one.
I just caught it. These are mods for the console?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm playing on console. Yeah, when you were hearing like Inside Baseball, when Delvin sent out the link for the show, I was still talking to Astarian, and they were hearing him talk about all the ways to butcher me with a kitchen knife. Yeah, these are mods for the console. There's a mod manager within the game now, and mods get approved like every couple of days for it. So the mod that I really want is not available yet, but it should be soon. It is the Aasimar mod. So, Snurts, you've played. Essentially, it's the mod to be the playable race that Dame Aelin is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I know you've played Baldur's Gate 3 as well, Delvin, but you have not gotten far enough to meet this character.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I took a look at the mods available as well. They have a amount. There's like 4 pages of different mods that I was looking through, and stuff that's as simple as just changing your dice color to more complex. I saw someone name like a witch class, which kind of intrigued me until I opened it up, and it's like, it's very buggy. We're working on it.
So it's not actually buggy. Like it works.
Okay.
But all of these disclaimers are there because these mod descriptions are taken just from the site they upload the mods to. They don't get up. Like the mods still receive updates on console, but the descriptions do not receive on console. Also, I'm going to point out I'm hearing myself in the recording. My mic is as low, headphones are as low as I can get them. These are cheap pairs, so I don't know if it's me or someone else. I'm down to like 25% volume on my computer. I can't go any lower. I won't be able to hear you.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. I don't hear you, so.
But like some of the mods I've downloaded is the vampire mod, so I am the vampire ascendant now, Astarion. I have a mod that gives me wings, some extra camp clothing, so that you're not wearing tattered, like ugly camp clothes in the beginning. What else do I got? I got progressive weapons. There's some more spell scrolls, stuff like that. I've increased the level, so I can go all the way up to level 20 now. I also have the double XP mod. And my favorite mod that I have installed right now is the Cheater's Ring mod.
So is that the one where you just get 20s?
You can if you want. I do not have the automatic like critical success on. I do have never critical fail on though, because fuck that. I'm tired of that shit. But like it gives you a bunch of stuff and you can just spawn things as you need to if you want. But I've turned my entire party into ascendant vampires because why not? The fly ability is very useful.
Sure.
It's super fun, and I'm glad to be back playing it. Now, obviously, anybody who's played the Skyrim or Fallout mods on console will know Baldur's Gate 3 does the same thing. It does disable achievements, but most people don't care about that. I do, but I'm like, I want the mods, so I'll deal with it.
Yeah. Do you want a group of vampires or do you want achievements?
Yeah. So I'm having a great time with it. It's a really fun time, and I'm glad to be back in it. Obviously, this will go to the wayside once Dragon Age comes out, but I've pre-ordered Dragon Age today, and I also pre-ordered the remastered edition of Horizon, which also comes out on Halloween, but that's more or less for when I get the Pro. So
Okay.
So.
Starts. How's your week been?
It's good. I've been getting into spooky season. I really wasn't a horror fan growing up, but I've been trying to broaden my intake of movies. And so like a couple years ago, I watched most of the Nightmare on Elm Street. Then I did the Friday the 13th. And this year it's Halloween. So I've seen Halloween's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, the Rob Zombie 1 and 2, and then HTO 1 and 2. And it's fun. It's the same old stupid stuff. Like I used to think when I was younger that horror stuff was like really scary, and it's just really kind of dumb fun with a lot of blood and boobs. So I've been enjoying just kind of seeing that, getting, because you see stuff referenced all the time in popular culture and whatnot. And I really enjoyed the Rob Zombie first movie. I thought that one was pretty metal. And besides that, I've just been going through the old back catalog. I completed a New Game Plus on God of War Ragnarok, and I fired up Ghost of Tsushima because of all the hype with the new one, Ghost of Yote, coming out. So I'll be going through that. I did spend a little bit of money to get the director's cut so I can have the DLC that I haven't played on Ghost. So I'm looking forward to enjoying that new content. And instead of doing a New Game Plus, I wanted to just experience the full thing again, because if folks don't know, when you do a New Game Plus in Ghost, you don't have the opening battles scene. You go pretty much to where the world opens up, and that's where you start with New Game Plus with all your abilities and weapons that you had from the previous playthrough. And I wanted the full experience. Like I wanted to have the horses, charging into the beach, taking on the invaders and all that kind of good stuff. And upgrading it to the PS5 just makes it all the more pretty. I'm like, oh, the leaves are extra red and flowy in the wind and all that other kind of
Wait till
stuff.
you get it enhanced for Pro.
Yeah, I will wait. I will wait and wait.
I have it enhanced for Pro. Just saying.
I would need to get a better
also,
TV.
speaking of, that's why I haven't gone back to play Ragnarok yet. That also is Pro enhanced. So.
Yeah, Ragnarok still holds up. I really enjoyed that playthrough. And with New Game Plus, you get shiny new armor, and they really go with the shiny part. Like I'm not being facetious here. Some of them like just they're almost like holographic or something like that with the amount of shine and sheen that you have there. And it's also really cool starting with the spear, just from the get-go. And I really enjoy that addition to his arsenal.
It is a little annoying that the unlock areas that require the spear can't be unlocked until you actually get the spear in the story. But
I agree, because I was trying to like, I'm like, what button do I hit? I know I can open this damn thing with a spear, and then I finally
it tells
realized
you
after a second.
tells you when you start New Game Plus that like traversal requirements do require re-unlocking. So
Yeah, I don't read. New Game Plus X to start. Here we go.
+2, sir. he knows what he did.
I also what was I gonna say? I don't even really remember. Yeah, it was fun. I love that game. And the story is really good. That's what I wanted to say. I wish there was more upgrades for Atreus and Freya. In New Game Plus, like you can continue to like do the moves and get like extra damage or extra elemental effects for all of Kratos' skills, and you can upgrade his armor and weapon to level 10, where before it was at level 9. But you can't really do anything for Atreus, so he's just there maxed out from the beginning. No real fun upgrades, no real craftable things that like are worth the bother. So that was a little disappointing, but that is such small potatoes. I mean,
You'll essentially play again just for the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
And once I got through the story, I was like, oh, do I want to go try to take on the Berserker gravestones and find the Valkyrie Queen? And I was like, nah, I don't. Nah, I'm good.
I do. I have cookies left over specifically so I can plat it because, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would go through that, but I don't know if I want to do like all the Berserkers again. And I might just play Valhalla. Is it Valhalla? Did I get that right? Yeah. The DLC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that's all I've been really playing. I've been watching, as you can tell, a lot of Halloween. And because I don't really have like a brand new fresh game, I'm not like super addicted to it yet.
That's a good one.
Jennifer's Body.
You should watch Jennifer's Body.
Nice. Yeah. And Jeepers Creepers sounded pretty cool too with the after listening to Who Would Win this week, I was like, oh,
fuck no.
Hey, let me check this out.
Also, speaking of, you mentioned Who Would Win, so I'm bringing this up. Bro, what the fuck is with that Facebook group and trying to pit Hope Michelson against, like, all the other vampires from any other thing? That is an unfair matchup, and nobody else wins. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not on Facebook, so I don't see any of that stuff.
Delvin knows what I'm talking about. He's in this Facebook group, and I had to join it to fucking comment on a post that was like, who would win, Slender Man or Sam and Dean? Fucking,
Those people aren't wrapped up. That's all I'll say.
Why are you trying to pit Hope Michelson against like the vampires from Twilight? Hope clears that match instantly. She can't die. Like,
okay. I will not comment on things that I'm not allowed to comment on. I am a judge on that show, so I can't insult the people. These
are just random Facebook people, but they're all like, "Oh yeah, Hope Michelson against this vampire, this vampire, this vampire," and I'm like, "Okay." Well, the only way to kill Hope is with a special weapon that you don't have. So Hope clears this fight instantly. Like,
yes,
there you go. I mean, it's all fun to get into the banter, but yeah, I do agree. I see some stuff like related to various shows and whatnot. And I'm just kind of like, that's ridiculous. You guys are a bit much, but that's okay. They're passionate fans, and that's what fans do.
Yeah,
that's all that is. They're having fun, goofing around.
Yeah,
being goobers.
So, Delvin, did you play any games, or were you just surviving hurricanes?
It's been an interesting week. I played a little bit of games. I've not really. I played I got into Silent Hill a little bit, but I don't know if y'all know this. Well, if you listen to PSVG, you probably know. I was in a car accident.
Yep.
Yeah,
I did not, because again, I've been working, so I haven't had it. I'm behind on podcasts. It's in my queue.
I was in a car accident. I'm fine though. I'm good. So it kind of, I have to go to physical therapy like 3 times a week, starting this week. Well, last week now, but I'm doing good. I played to get off of that. I played Silent Hill. Played a little bit of Silent Hill. It is pretty good, is what I expected. It's Silent Hill. I think the game holds up well. It looks like an upgraded version of the original. And it plays better. It's a modern version of it, just in my opinion. It plays like I remember the old one playing, but that's because the old one, that's what I like. But I did notice something about it. I don't know. My problem with it is, this is a small problem, is that the atmosphere doesn't work as well when you don't have the limitations of what you had on PS1 in terms of
The fixed camera.
the fixed camera, the controls, because when you it's like in PS1 when you fought the creatures, it's a little bit harder because honestly the controls weren't as good. So you were like fiddling with the controls and stuff like that. It feels a little bit easier on PS5 to fight these creatures, and they don't feel as scary because of that. But I'm still enjoying my time with it. I think it's a well-made game. Bloober Team did an excellent job with it. All people's fears with this game, one found it. I think it's really good so far.
I wonder if it simulates that like sense of helplessness and panic because the controls are so difficult in the PS1 that it
Yes.
kind of adds to like the overall horror feeling that you get versus being kind of like a John Rambo, and just mowing down people or feeling more of like a capable like hero individual versus like someone who's just a normal person trapped in this like fucked up scenario.
Correct. And I think that's kind of big difference between Resident Evil doing the remake and Silent Hill, because in Resident Evil, it feels more urgent because you have multiple zombies coming at you, even though you're way more skilled than playing it with the PS5 version in the PS4 version because of the upgrades and stuff like that. You have way more zombies, and zombies react differently and things like that to you. Whereas this one, I'm still early in the game, but it doesn't feel as difficult because you can kind of control the situation. You can kind of like fight the creatures off, at least in the earlier levels of it. I guess as I get further deeper into the game, it gets to probably get a little bit more tougher and a little bit more harder, especially when you get to like the actual big monsters and creatures of it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it thus far.
Good.
I will say
good.
this though. I wish they would. One thing I do wish they would have did, got rid of the save points. Like just let you save when you want to save.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Don't do because it has a thing where you have to go find the mirror or
It's like the Resident Evil, like it's like hardcore mode for Resident Evil remakes where you need the ink ribbons or like the specific save spot. Yeah.
Oh, do you need like an ink ribbon like thing for this one too, or you just got to go to no?
You just save points. You just need to find the save point. But I'm illustrating that it's the same thing. Yeah. It's like you can't save wherever you want in Resident Evil either. You need it. You need like a typewriter. So
I'm like, yeah, I get them doing that, but I'm like, we didn't have to keep this. We could like we're past that now. We don't need save points no more. Let's just let us save who we want to save at. I get the idea of trying to keep the game as true to the original as possible. And I think to their credit, they really did keep it true to the original as possible. They just modernized it up. But like I said, we don't really need that.
But if you're like wasting time to backtrack to go like find a save point and it's taking away from your enjoyment of the game, that makes a lot of sense. And it's kind of weird that they would do so many other quality of life improvements, it sounds like, but then keep that. You kind of just give them a quick save.
Yeah, the game feels better. It works better. You're not walking like a goddamn robot anymore.
Oh yeah,
tank controls.
So Donnie owns it, but I haven't downloaded it to play it yet. So
I'm digging it so far. I'm really digging it. I think it's really good. My son bought Sparkling Zero.
Oh, cool.
The Dragon Ball game. I haven't played it yet. He got it on Steam, and because he got it on Steam, we both have it on Steam. So that's pretty cool. He was like, he was happy about it. He was probably like, Dad, I got us a game. Like, about goddamn time you got me a game.
Yeah.
Dad,
was it similar with Donnie, like and his kid too? Very similar circumstances there. It seems that's pretty funny. Yeah. I love all the memes from the Ape Vegeta just wrecking face. People are having a hard time beating down the monkey.
But otherwise, then I've been watching like movies and stuff mainly. Like I'm watching Agatha. What is it called? Agatha
All Along.
Yeah, I'm watching that. That's a pretty good show. I'm enjoying that.
I have no interest in it. I honestly, I hated WandaVision and I hate Agatha Harkness as a character. So I have no interest in it at all.
I'm enjoying it. I enjoy it. I haven't watched the most recent one, but so far so good.
I like it so far. It's very diverse.
Also,
cast. I like what they're
again,
doing.
that might be a hot take for people, but no, I mean, like, I hate Agatha Harkness as a character. I don't even like her in Midnight Suns, and she's fucking an integral character there. Like,
I think they do a really good job of making Agatha be Agatha in terms of it's Agatha's show, but they didn't try to like, oh, she's a good guy now. No, she's still pretty much who she was.
yeah,
She's
she's a fucking piece of shit. That's who she is.
well,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And they call her out on that. I'm like, oh, okay. I like
Yeah.
that. It didn't
Also,
change.
I'm not going to spoil it for people, but shout out to Funko for spoiling who all of these characters were before I even decided whether or not I was going to watch the show.
Oh, they did.
So, the Funko Pops for each of the characters leaked with the names, obviously. So,
Ooh,
yes,
that's
I know
bad.
who Aubrey Plaza is. Yes, I do know
Mm.
who Aubrey Plaza is playing. Yes.
Okay. Well, that ain't the one. There's another character that people. I hope
Yeah,
they didn't spoil that one.
I'm aware that a certain person that would have been super integral to the past saga of the, the whole Thanos era would have been super important if that character was there. But nope, we have him now though.
Yeah.
Oh man, now I just want to say random stuff. Adam Warlock.
Mega Man.
Snurts, I'll tell you when we're finished recording.
Oh no! I don't spoil it for me because
I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil the thing I'm talking
Spoil
about.
the whole
like-
show. The whole show for Snurts.
I've also
Yeah.
been enjoying Penguin and have to catch up on that. You've been watching that
I,
at all?
haven't
I
watched
have
that
not.
yet.
I have not started it yet, but I've heard good things.
I'm trying to still watch horror things.
Gotcha.
So Agatha's
Well, it'll be
horror.
there. It'll be there for you.
I watched the rest of Maxine, and well, that wasn't great.
I could have
didn't-
fucking told you that. Donnie
did not
could have
enjoy-
told you that.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that one at all. You know, I'm trying to get in the groove of just watching horror film. I'm in a horror mood this month, so I'm kind of like watching horror films and like downloading horror games to play.
Yeah.
Cause I'm really want to play like some horror. I really want to get in that horror groove. I've been watching videos of people playing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, and with all the updates, I'm like, oh, this game looks fucking fun. And I kind of
Okay.
want to get back into, get into it because I used to play. I know people. I think I've talked about this before. I used to love the Friday the 13th game. I used to play
Friday
that
the
a lot.
13th game was super fun, and I'm super sad that it like kind of just died.
Yeah, and that's like the only multiplayer game I really got into like that. And
Like I bought skins for the Friday the 13th game. Like I bought the beach skins and the extra skins that they had. Like fucking,
It was
that was a fun game. I loved that game.
this feels, from the looks of it, this seems like something that's right on that same level. So I'm like, maybe I need to get into this.
They have do they have the Alexandra Daddario skin? Because that would be nice.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
no complaints with
Good
that.
question. They have the there's another map that's at the sorority house
Okay.
with the I forgot what Texas Chainsaw movie that was.
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking
Donnie
about.
would know.
Yes. Donnie would know. But
Donnie's
I'm
not
sure-
here, so
yeah,
Not-
no. He's
Yeah,
not.
and I'm no help
Oh,
for this
busy.
genre.
You
I've
have.
only
I
recently
know.
gotten
This
into
is,
it.
this is why we're telling you. You should watch Jennifer's Body.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
It's one of my
there's
favorite.
a
movies.
lot of content out there. I mean, but
Well,
Yeah.
I will say this. I think I was talking about this Black Panther in the same way that today that time has been very good to that movie, and I think the same thing about Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
Like, as time goes on, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you know, this wasn't as bad as we said it was."
Well,
Nah.
also, casual reminder, and this is not a spoiler. That movie is very queer, and people did not like that when that movie came out. But as time has gone on, that reception has changed. But yes,
Yes, a lot more
Jennifer's
people
Body, yeah, Jennifer's Body is very queer. So
I threw Harry off with that one.
yeah, I mean,
That-
yeah,
but that's what-
I'm gay. What do you want? Look behind me. I'm gay.
But yeah, but I think people like a lot more people are gay. Like, no, they've always been there. We just didn't notice. Like, people weren't paying attention.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Like they just suddenly sprang up
They
in the
just
60s or
suddenly,
something.
all of a sudden, there are gay people here. Where do they come from? They've
What
always
the
been
tick?
here. They've always been here. You guys are just assholes.
What's the tism? Hi, you're looking at it.
Yeah. That's
I was going to make a joke, but I definitely better not make that
Do
joke.
it. Do it. Do it.
No.
Do it.
No, because I was going to make a joke that would offend. Fuck them. I'll make the joke. That goddamn COVID shot making my babies gay. You know that's how they were talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I've heard that a lot in Florida.
That's
There are a bunch of idiots here.
Speaking
also
of
like
Florida,
parts of
man,
Florida too
that,
are super gay. So like I don't think it's just
Very.
like
Yeah,
I'm thinking
Very.
like
Which is
I'm thinking of the
weird.
Birdcage
That-
movie, you know.
It's amazing how homophobic and like pro-gay, trans, lesbian, everything Florida is. It's like one side is like very open and diverse, and the other side like, nah, we don't like none of that. I'm like, get out.
yeah. And
It's so weird.
unfortunately, the other side is who controls the legislature.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's so weird that
Fucking-
since you brought up the storm. We didn't really get anything for the storm. Like, at least
Which
in
is-
Miami.
Which is funny as hell because I was literally worried about you all week, and as Delvin can attest, I texted him like what 5 or 6 times, making sure he
Yeah,
was fucking
fucking
safe
fine.
from this stupid thing.
It was it was worse now than it was during the storm. Like, it was raining like just a minute ago. It was like storming here. It was
Okay.
really, really bad. And it just stopped. It looked like a hurricane maybe 30 minutes an hour ago.
I mean,
Wild.
from what I could tell with the maps and whatnot, it seemed to hit Tampa the hardest, and you
Yes.
know that's at the north part of the state, and you're down there in the south of Miami.
Yeah.
So
Tampa's not too far from me. It's like 3 hours away.
yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Tampa. Great
St.
people.
Petersburg though, holy shit.
Yeah.
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 And then the fucking I forget what the Tropicana whatever field or whatever.
Tropicana Field. I'm trying to think what you talking about. What you talking about?
The baseball stadium or whatever.
Yeah. The roof came off for the stadium in Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Where like the Marlins play, maybe.
No, Marlins play down here.
It's
Oh, my
Tampa
bad.
Bay Rays or something like
It's
that.
the Rays. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, they had it was kind of messed up because they had this big ass stadium set up, and like a lot of the first responders or somebody like they had like cots set up, and they were going to be housing people there, you know, who were helping out. And the roof just kind of blew off. Like, it was kind of wild to watch the videos
That
that I
is
saw on
crazy.
Twitter.
Yeah.
That is wild and unfortunate.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know, I'd rather have us like raise the alarm collectively and like get people to take this kind of stuff seriously than, you know, be like, nah, it's gonna be fine, don't worry. Because like they thought it was going to be much stronger when it was out there over the Gulf. Like, you know, it was massive, and then it kind of shrunk a little bit as it hit land.
Yeah, Orlando's rough. Like they're saying right now, they just came back from Orlando today and they were out of gas. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's no good.
So
That sucks.
speaking of Orlando, you're gonna fucking laugh at this. Okay, so this is a work-related story, and fuck this store. By the way, the store took 7 hours. It's a 7-Eleven, which should not have taken 3. It took 7. The store was terrible. Wednesday, working at a 7-Eleven. Okay, up in Thorold.
Okay.
The manager there says, "Yeah, I'm flying to Florida in 2 days. Going to Orlando to go to Disneyland." I'm like,
good luck with that. Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Let me check
Literally-
the weather report. What?
also, like as soon as she said that, everybody on the team turned and was like, "You know, there's a hurricane, right?" And she was like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit." I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, okay." Like,
Okay.
but like, since she was flying to Florida and everything, okay,
Yeah,
you know,
that is not wise.
just also before you ask, yes, they are.
Okay.
They are absolutely as white as you can imagine.
Yeah.
That is some white people shit, dude.
That is
Right.
baffling. Like I don't know how to respond to that. Like I would not know.
Hey
What
man,
also
let me
makes me
just
think
fly.
Like, did she get like a private pilot or something? Because why would the airline ain't going to be flying into a goddamn hurricane?
I don't
Right?
fucking know,
I
man.
mean-
Said they were. Here's the best part. They said they were flying to Tampa to go to Orlando.
They just made this great trip.
Well, Tampa
man.
is Tampa, Orlando, are like right there. They're right next to each other.
Yeah,
Just
I
like,
know.
But just they're going to all the hits.
Smoking
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Smoking
I'm
Joe
not.
said
I'm not flying to a hurricane. White.
it. That's a special type of white Joe.
that sure is.
Yeah.
Also, so we just recently here started like having beer and wine in convenience stores, and it's a pain in the ass to count. Their entire front store window there was absolutely filled with fucking alcohol. That shit was awful, and I have to open the boxes of wine to fucking like do that.
Snurts. You know what I thought of when Haley said beer and wine, or specifically
Yeah.
wine? Come to Krusty Land, please. My children need wine.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Euro itchy and scratchy land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, my that's the paycheck a bounce. That's a terrible thing. But yeah.
Also, hi, Dev. Yeah, you walked into us like shitting on this 7-Eleven manager for essentially saying, "Yeah, I'm flying to Florida while there's a hurricane going on."
Yeah. Some white people shit right there.
Absolutely, some white people shit.
When I was watching the news, they were showing all the white people. It was all the white people. If I can say this specifically, going into Disneyland before the hurricane. The guy was also like, "Yeah, these people are going to Disneyland. They're still open now, but yeah, they're going into Disneyland before the storm." Like, yeah, we don't care. And I get aspects of it because Florida people don't give a fuck. Like, if you live in Florida, you're like, a hurricane's a hurricane. We've been through all of them. We know what it is. If our shit gets gone, it's gonna be gone. But if you don't live here and you haven't experienced a hurricane, you are in for a rude fucking awakening. Like, I was talking to, I could tell this because Dev's here. He knows. I was talking to Dev and Donnie about how, he's saying it, that I don't know if people know this. There are tornadoes like actually in hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like you have like a multitude of different kind of weather conditions in a hurricane. So sometimes you'll see like giant water spouts in the air. You'll see tornadoes and shit, and people are like, you probably shouldn't be out there with hurricanes, just to say the least. Hurricanes are very bad. They will fuck you up.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, so will tornadoes. Anything that's like, hey, let me just rip a house off its foundations. I ain't fucking with that shit.
Yeah,
and
like in
that's
that
my
storm
point.
surge,
Hurricanes have tornadoes in them.
Yeah.
Plus the wind, plus the rain, plus you got to get lightning. I'm assuming too in the hurricane.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Like you
All
get
that
it
stuff.
all.
Yeah. Only thing we don't get is like the ground fucking moving from like earthquake, but in terms of
Yeah.
everything else, you pretty much get in a hurricane. It's bad. Don't go outside doing hurricanes.
I'll take our earthquakes. The big ones are few and far between. We get a little rattle here and there. It's fine.
See, Snurts, you might want to knock on wood because you probably just jinxed yourself into like the great earthquake of like 2025 now.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
get
Tommy
the
Lee
one-
Jones will come and save me.
Yeah, you're gonna get the
Or
one
The
from
Rock.
that Rock movie.
Or the Rock San Andreas.
Dumbass Rock movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Oh,
one?
man.
Which dumbass rock
No,
movie?
San Andreas. It's
Yeah,
also
that was
like
the one.
that's like Grand Theft Rock because he like takes a helicopter, then he takes a truck, and then he takes like a boat.
Actually, funnily enough, it's very funny that you mentioned San Andreas because Alexandra Daddario is.
Oh, yeah,
in
she
that
is.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
Didn't The Rock make like two movies that are like exactly the same fucking movie?
Oh, there's like the one where it's like falling down, and then there's another one like Snitch or something like that.
There's a couple of like that. In fact, it's quite a few of them are like that. It's San Andreas, and I think it's Skyscraper, which are
Yeah,
like
that's the Die Hard ripoff.
yeah, which are like the
Yeah.
exact same fucking
Yeah.
movie. Then
But
you
in
have,
that one,
like-
he's missing a leg, and then he uses the fake leg to help climb the building.
yes,
The fuck?
Yeah.
What?
The Rock makes terrible movies.
I like those bad rock
Hey,
movies. Though.
I-
They're
okay, I
entertaining
like-
to have on in the background.
I like the Jumanji movies with The Rock in them, but
Okay.
fucking like, what the fuck do you mean he's using the fake legs?
He has
Yeah,
a
he has
leg
a fake leg.
in
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah. Do you say
Yeah,
he takes it off and uses it to scale a building?
Yeah, a little bit.
What the fuck do you mean?
He needed to get that leverage.
He's the
Need
Rock.
that leg.
He does.
He was a little bit short.
God.
The Rock.
Jungle
Rock
Cruise
is-
is good.
I will say this: The Rock is this generation's Arnold Schwarzenegger, for better or worse.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think that's true because I think at least Arnold has a better track record.
I don't know. Arnold's had some really bad movies too.
He has a lot of bad movies.
He has
out
a
there.
lot of bad movies.
That one where he played like the Russian, and he comes to like some town, red something. Anyway,
Red Heat.
yeah, Red Heat. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man, yeah. Hercules, his very first film appearance, was not
Yeah.
good.
Oh my god. Let's not even. Oh.
The first
fuck.
Conan movie is good. The
I like
rest
both of them
shits-
actually. I like Destroyer. It's because I was a
It's
kid
alright.
when I watched it. It's nostalgia factor. If I didn't grow up with that movie, I don't think I'd be as big a fan.
It's not great.
No. And fucking Kevin Hart's up there too. Fucking Central Intelligence or whatever with The Rock.
That is a fun movie.
It
I will
is.
say
I've
that.
seen it.
Central
That one's
Intelligence
fun,
is
but
pretty
like
fucking fun.
some of those movies.
I
are
watched
like,
that a
what the
couple weeks
fuck?
ago. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty fun.
You know what else? You know what other movie is good? Get Hard or whatever with Will Ferrell
Whoa.
and Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah. No, that one's pretty funny.
I don't think
Yeah.
I want to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Just
Get
for you,
Hart-
Delvin.
it-
Just,
yeah.
just
Wow.
for you.
Wow.
Kevin Hart has to teach Will Ferrell how to survive prison.
Oh, I didn't watch that movie.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Apparently, Will Ferrell has a new movie on Netflix, though.
not watching
Will
that
and
yet.
Harper.
Yes.
I'm watching that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
They're going
that's
on a road
actually that's a road trip for Will Ferrell discovering, learning about trans people because his friend Harper from SNL came out. So
Oh, okay. That might be cool.
yeah, it's more like it's not like a comedy movie. It's like a documentary style, like them
Thank you for
traveling.
clarifying that.
Yeah, it's them
Yeah.
traveling around. I think Toronto maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too sure where exactly, but it is.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be just like a straight up comedy.
No, yeah.
He-
Will's actually since this movie come out, because obviously the current culture is extremely hostile to trans people all of a sudden, but Will Ferrell's been an outspoken advocate for all of it since
Good
this
on Will.
movie started getting the person I least expected to be a trans ally is literally out here being like, fuck all y'all, I don't know why you hate trans people online. And
You know what? He's one of the people I actually thought would probably be a ally. Will Ferrell seemed like a cool motherfucker. He seemed like he might be a cool
it's
dude.
nothing against Will himself, it's more his generation of comedians that I was
I agree.
talking
I agree.
about.
I'm
sure.
That
Sure.
generation is what I would least expect. But Will's been out here fuck all y'all. I don't understand why y'all are afraid of trans people ever since promotion for this movie started. So
Yeah, there's
Will-
a lot of allies like that. Cat Williams
Yeah.
that too. Cat Williams is very like that. I'm like,
fucking you sending me CM Punk being like, fuck your rage
Yeah.
baiting or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't even watch
Y'all
wrestling.
have allies. Y'all have really good allies.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good.
So
Pretty cool. Did either
it's
of y'all
nice
watch
to
the
see.
Did any of y'all watch the Tomb Raider TV series yet?
I don't currently have Netflix. I'm probably gonna get it at the end of the month to watch it.
Just do it. It's fine.
Just because this is not a spoiler, but the creator was actually able to finally realize his wish, which for anyone who didn't know, Lara Croft was originally invented as a gay character. So
Oh, that's really cool. I
cool.
didn't know that.
yes, the original desire was for Lara to be gay, and at the time it was a big fat fuck no, and so with this show they were able to do so. So
That's really dope. Didn't know that.
yeah,
I also do not have access to Netflix anymore since they started cracking down on that password sharing. Those
Just
chumps.
steal it. It's fine. Just take it.
Yeah.
Do crimes.
Do
Don't get caught,
crimes. Yeah. Do crimes smartly.
though. Don't go on the internet telling everybody you're doing crimes. Quietly do crimes.
I mean
Quietly.
Elon Musk is on Twitter telling everybody he's doing crimes. Fucking
We'll let the feds deal with him. Not my problem.
okay, hold on. That presumes there's still feds to deal with him.
Well, depending on how this election go, we'll see.
Yeah, that presumes there's still feds to deal with him. I
did get to vote today. That was fun.
I fucking
that was
hate
really
how like this should not be a contest and yet it is. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody asks me what my thoughts are, I'm like, I don't remember because I already voted. I'm so tired of the text messages.
Yes.
I'm getting the
Anyway.
text messages and I can't even vote. Like,
You should find a way to vote. I mean, if they think we're cheating, we might as well start cheating.
Yeah, might as well actually start cheating.
Yeah.
Fuck.
like
Yeah.
why?
Do crime
Also,
smartly.
apparently, there's a site out there like, did my friends vote or whatnot? Don't fucking go here. This is probably like a data harvesting thing. Apparently, I'm registered to vote in New York 4 times. What?
All right.
Fucking no. I don't even know. What are
Yeah,
you
that's so
talking
weird.
about?
I guarantee that site is just bullshit.
Oh, 100%. It's like data harvesting and shit, probably. Don't
Yeah,
fucking
might
go
be.
to it. I just think it's fucking stupid because people were pointing it out.
You get Newman on the screen. You didn't say please.
Also, I had a coworker be like, Jurassic Park sucks this week.
Oh, that's not
How
cool.
old is that coworker? 12?
That coworker is 22 years old, so basically,
Yeah, basically 12.
Sound like the kid from all the Simpsons. Jurassic Park sucks.
Yeah.
I eat boogers. Shut the fuck up, fucker.
Yeah, he's 22 and watches mostly anime. So
Oh, he's one of those kids.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
if like, there was that weird like anime like sweat drip on the Velociraptor, then he probably would have loved it.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum.
Finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Let's get to some of these stories, I guess, because we have to.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't. You want to read the story, Snurts?
The Dragon Age one? Sure. I mean, Haley, do you want to take this one?
I will. The first couple of stories I actually put in the doc today. I tried
Okay.
to find a main topic but couldn't. So sorry.
We don't care. It's fine. We don't need it.
Okay, so
We do it live, Haley.
Dragon Age, the Veilguard has no spiders apparently. So anybody who's listened to the show for a while knows that I have extreme arachnophobia.
Yes, she does.
And I really greatly appreciate games having arachnophobia mode. Although I'll say it was in Jedi Survivor. Fun fact for you. What does that mode do?
Removes the spiders.
There are no spiders in Survivor. What does that mode do?
Adds more spiders.
No. There is a game that does that, and fuck that game, by the way.
That is funny. Just add spiders. Arachnophobia mode just fucking more spiders.
Is that called like older dick sibling mode? Because like that's something like an
Basically.
older sibling would be doing. It's like, oh, you don't like spiders? Well, here's more.
Yeah. Anyways, in Jedi Survivor, it just changes the pincer on the scorpion enemies to trash cans. That's all it does.
That's almost like just putting a sensor bar over it. Like, what is that? That's kind of like.
Yep. It changes the pincer
That's
claws
funny.
and the stinger on their back to trash cans. So they're just like,
Okay. You're gonna get bashed. Yeah.
sure, man. Like I get it. Like scorpions don't bother me, but like spiders do. But arachnophobia mode does include like scorpions, so I get it. But it's very fucking funny. Anyways, so earlier this week, Dragon Age revealed its accessibility settings, including like customizable difficulty and stuff like that. But the community manager mentioned that arachnophobia mode is not in the game because there are no spiders. Now, I don't believe this, is what I need to point out, because in the trailer, there have been enemies that look like hand spiders, which anyone who's played Elden Ring is very familiar with. They are exactly what they sound like.
Hand spiders?
Yes. In Elden Ring, there are enemies that walk up and they walk like spiders, but it's just a hand.
That is weird.
Yeah, Dev, I'm urging you to go look this up because I know you played Survivor. Go look up the arachnophobia mode from Survivor. It's very fucking funny. It's just trash cans.
That's weird.
But so the trailer for Veilguard has featured an enemy that looks like a hand spider from Elden Ring, kind of. So I'm not sure if they're classing that as a spider enemy or not, but either way, it's interesting to say the least.
So what say you, Haley? Hand spider, yeah and nay.
I mean, they didn't bother me in Elden Ring, so
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
and I say this as somebody who the spiders in Skyrim bother me, and I still have hundreds of hours of gameplay in that game. So, like, I'm used to dealing with them. I would prefer not to.
BioWare, didn't the first Dragon Age game have spiders in it?
The last 3 Dragon Age games have had spiders in them. They've all had spiders. So it's like this is an interesting turn of events of there not being spiders, which is kind of why I don't believe it. I think the hand enemies are just called something else, but like they look like a hand spider from Elden Ring. So
I mean, spiders and bats have been pretty common in video games for decades now. I mean, how many side scrollers had like a bat flying down or a spider coming down some web or something to that nature?
Yeah. It's definitely interesting to hear them say that this won't be in the game. It has been in the last 3, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's interesting nonetheless. And
I have a question from both of you.
Yes.
What is the most creepiest looking spider you've seen in a game?
I don't really see spiders. Don't freak me out. I think they're kind of cool.
They don't freak me out like that.
But they can be menacing. I'm trying to think. There has to have been
the one from Grounded. It's kind of creepy.
I will not play Grounded. I won't. I can't. Not like their arachnophobia mode doesn't help because it doesn't change the noise the spider makes. Like you can turn that thing into fucking bubbles and it's nope, still can't do it. And I say that full well playing Skyrim and those things bothering me in Skyrim not having a toggle for them. So like, but if we're going with ones that I've actually interacted with, Skyrim is as far as I can go because you know
the ones from Grounded are fucking rough.
Yeah,
if you're spiders,
the spiders in original Resident Evil 2 are also. Bleh.
Oh yeah, those are pretty good too. Those are good.
Yeah. Also they're not really spiders, but whatever they are in Resident Evil 3 in the power station.
Those were.
They move like a spider, but they're definitely not a spider. They poison you if they attack you instantly. Like you will die if you don't have a health item.
I don't remember what they call them, but I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Snurts.
I'm thinking of the spider from Shadow of War.
Yeah.
That was very detailed, and it wasn't the lady who would turn from like a spider into the person, right? And
Shelob.
Yeah, Shelob. There you go. That's my answer. I thought of something. Yay! I also like the spiders in Baldur's Gate 3, like as well. When you go into their lair and you got to go around the web stuff.
Fun fact. Does not trigger my arachnophobia.
Oh,
that's
really? A good one. Limbo spider.
I can't play Limbo either. I can watch Limbo. I can't.
That one.
I can't play. Nope, can't do it.
That is a good one.
Yeah, I've watched Ray, like my favorite streamer, Ray Narvaez Jr. Like I've watched him play Limbo, but I cannot play Limbo myself.
Yeah, that does look pretty cool. I'm looking at screenshots of it right now.
Oh,
I can
watch
see why
that.
It's not cool for you, but like,
that thing fucking kills, dude.
One shot.
Yeah, it's like a one-shot instant straight through the body.
Sure.
Yeah. But the Baldur's Gate 3 one doesn't trigger my arachnophobia. Now,
is that because it's like top down and it's like not as in your face as like some other games could be with the spiders?
Maybe it might also be because this thing fucking turns invisible and teleports, and I can tell that it's not real.
Oh, so teleporting spiders like help you. Okay, yeah,
that would freak me out even more. If spider can fucking disappear. That's my worst nightmare.
So the spider in like there's only one. Well, technically it can spawn tiny ones, but there's one spider in Baldur's Gate 3. It's called the Phase Matriarch or whatever. It is a spider that teleports. And it is in an area not the Underdark, but it's a way to get to the Underdark in Baldur's
Yeah,
Gate.
you go down
3
the
if you-
well.
Yes. You go down the well in the abandoned goblin town you reach, and when you get there, you encounter the spider. Now, the spider is guarding an item that you can use to open a book of necromancy, essentially. So I always fight the spider because that book gives a very useful spell. But if you trigger the actual fight with this thing, it starts teleporting around the map. And one of the achievements for the game is to defeat this spider without it activating any of its younglings, which are like eggs around the map. So the smart way to do that is to firebomb all the eggs before you engage the spider. But yeah, this thing teleports around.
Yeah, we went live early, Donnie.
Yeah, we intended to go live at 9, but Delvin got home early, so.
Yes. And I want to watch wrestling tonight.
There you go.
and not be recording during the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
that's
tired.
fair.
Had a long
but yeah, that one, it's weird. That one doesn't trigger my arachnophobia, and I don't know why. You know what else doesn't trigger my arachnophobia?
Spiders.
2 other games. No, fuck you.
Miles Morales and Peter Parker.
we're not even going there. Two other games do not trigger my arachnophobia with spiders. Diablo 4 and the Spiders and Kingdoms of Amalur.
Oh,
that is interesting that you said Diablo 4 because that is another top-down perspective. You know, for looking at the spiders.
Yeah, Diablo is also it's not a CRPG, but it's an ARPG. So I get what you're going for. Maybe might be, but Amalur is not. Amalur is like an actual like.
Okay. I'm surprised those don't trigger it for you.
Well, here's why. I think here's why. It's super cartoony. Like you played Amalur, right? You know the design of that game. Yeah, it's a super cartoony thing, and like it's really like cartoonishly embellished. So that might be it. I don't know. But I love that game, and they don't trigger it there. But a lot of games do. So I'm just glad to hear that Dragon Age doesn't have it. We'll see how that plays out in 18 days. Here's a weird one that's actually kind of annoying. My boss gave me Halloween off. According to the game clock on my pre-order for the PlayStation, guess when it unlocks?
Day after Halloween.
No, it unlocks on Halloween, but noon.
Oh. Well, go out to breakfast.
Don't like
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, I hate when games do that. So.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
So we got a game catalog update.
Yeah.
With looks like we're gonna have more Hoodoo Ya Voodoo action for people.
Hoodoo Ya Voodoo, bitch.
Yes.
Speaking of, for anybody who's forgotten. Yes, Delvin. Speaking of bitches. For anybody who's forgotten, Dead Island 2 gets a new game plus mode this month on the 22nd, including a level cap increase, some new items, some new skins, and a multiplayer mode called Neighborhood Watch as well. So this is all free update, not costing anybody money. Will Snurts help me earn the achievement? Who knows?
I don't know. New Game Plus sounds intriguing because I don't really want to start another character because I really do like the 2 that I picked. The British guy and the Irish gal are my favorites.
Danny the Irish gal.
Yeah, and I don't really want to like pick one of the other ones, but I would want to go through the game again. And if it's a New Game Plus, I'm usually in for that kind of experience.
I was more referring to Neighborhood Watch will also have an achievement. The achievements for this are already live on Steam, so that's how I know about them. So Neighborhood Watch will have an achievement, and New Game Plus completion will have an achievement as well. So yeah, very excited for that. Some good stuff in the game catalog for this month. The tidbit I put in there doesn't really tell you the whole thing, but like. Dead Island 2, Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil and Me, 2 Point Campus, Return to Monkey Island. I think Gris is in there as well. But then
I really enjoyed The Devil and Me, by the way.
I know. That's why I mentioned it.
That's a pretty
in the premium catalog, though, there's 4 titles joining that catalog: PSVR 2 game, The Last Clockwinder, and 3 classics: Capcom Adventure Dino Crisis, terrifying horror Siren, and iconic sci-fi shooter R-Type Dimensions EX.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty good list to add to the month. And I'm excited to see folks jump in.
Do y'all ever play that
Those sound like pretty
Ghostbusters
good.
game that's on here? Ghostbusters
Which-
Spirits Unleashed?
No.
I have not. I heard it's pretty fun.
I think it was a VR game, maybe originally.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious.
I know Greg Miller and Rahul Kohli are in it. So
Who?
Rahul Kohli.
Who? I'm joking here. I know you're talking about.
I
I
know.
think
you
it's
know
cool
who
that it
I'm
has an
talking
offline single player mode. That was like what kind of caught my eye about it.
I know you know who that is. I'm sure you're just doing it to hear me pronounce his name properly.
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm just messing with you.
I know.
What I'm gonna say. I have a topic for us. We'll talk about after we get off this next topic. The Splinter Cell one. You wanna-
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, there's one before that I'm just gonna pop in.
Well, we talked about the mods
we
already,
thought we
right?
talked about the mods.
We did, but I do want to point out that Larian was a little cheeky when they launched them.
Okay.
They launched with 69 total.
I respect it.
Granted,
Nice.
they're up to like 103 now on console, something like that. But or added in batches like every couple of days. But yeah, so it was very funny that they launched with 69 console mods.
I respect it.
Stupid voice.
Keep it up.
Very cool. Well, Splinter Cell's not dead yet. It makes me think of that Monty Python skit. It's like, I'm alive. I like to live. And apparently, Ubisoft Toronto is developing it with the Snowdrop engine, which was used for Avatar and Star Wars Outlaws. And the only reason I bring this up is because I'm a big fan of Splinter Cell. If they can get Michael Ironside to like still do the voice, great, but give someone else with that same deep gravitas, and it'll be very fun. And it does make me wonder, though, after playing Star Wars Outlaws, if they're like, I hope this time is needed to really refine some of the stealth mechanics.
Okay,
I was completely fine with the way it was in Star Wars Outlaws, but like Splinter Cell was much different. And I do wonder if they're going to go with the one that they had like on the 360 era was a little bit more fast paced, or they're going to go back to like a traditional like Chaos Theory experience.
Okay, so I'm going to point out the stealth comment that you're making there shouldn't be an issue. The reason it's such an issue in Outlaws is that the studio themselves that made Outlaws has never done stealth gameplay before.
Okay.
There you go.
They were the studio that did the Division.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like, they're not used to doing stealth gameplay because the Division is like a third-person cover-based shooter.
Yeah.
And we'll see how this. That's great to know. And like I said, I very much is just assuming that they're going to figure it out, and because they wouldn't release a Splinter Cell game if they couldn't get the stealth right. That would not be cool. But it's something that just always seems to be flowing under the radar, and I just wanted to bring it up and say that it's still going eventually someday.
I like the Splinter Cell series. I like the Blacklist a lot. Very underrated Splinter Cell game. So if they bring it back, I'm all for it and excited for it. Even
Which
have to
one
wait
was
until 2026 for
Blacklist?
it.
Do I remember Blacklist?
Blacklist was on the PS3, and it was the first one where Michael Ironsides did not voice Sam Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's the one that I didn't play. I played the one I think prior to that.
Delvin might be the only one who knows who I'm about to mention, but Sam Fisher in that game was actually played by Eric Fordman.
Yes.
Otherwise known as Whitney Fordman from Smallville.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I was trying to. Which one? I'm trying to look up the one that I played. But there was one that was later that felt more like a Jason Bourne movie than traditional Splinter Cell, because he's like
that's
running up on.
Blacklist.
That's Blacklist.
That's Blacklist.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I did play it then. All right.
Blacklist
Yeah.
and Conviction, I think, are the two ones that kind of have that kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel like Jason Bourne / 24. Yeah, that's my.
Yeah, there's like a level where you're at a carnival or something like that, and you're dodging in between various vendor stands and trying to get whatever clues you need.
Pretty cool.
Very enjoyable series.
Very underrated.
Yes. Before we get to Delvin's topic, Sturts, you want to finish your quick topic there at the bottom first?
Do I? I don't know if I do.
You should bring
So
it
I
up.
picked this because I thought it would just be fun to rip on. Baldur's Gate 3 fandom reaches inevitable conclusion with a $20,000 Asterion sex doll.
Goddamn right.
An alleged screenshot of a very satisfied review, 4 stars, of a custom Asterion sex doll. PC Gamer wasn't and kept digging into it and was able to confirm the doll came from Spartan Lover. And that the
You're not
hardware
selling
cost
this
can
much,
start
Max.
around 10K. By the time you're done customizing it to make it look like our favorite twink, it's going to probably cost you 20.
You're not selling this right, Snoops. So, have you ever wanted to fuck the twink in Baldur's Gate 3? Here's your chance.
Have you met half the internet? The answer is
Here's your chance.
yes.
For only $20,000.
For the low price of $20,000,
You can get your
freak on.
You can have your very own twink in your house. Okay?
Comes with a free towel.
$20,000.
I don't think a
That is-
towel is enough.
Now I'm curious.
There's a picture of it from in the link if you're so inclined.
No, that's not what I was curious about. I'm trying to.
Okay.
Now I'm interested. Like, what is the average price for a sex doll?
Oh.
$20,000 is a fucking lot.
I don't think it's $20,000. I would say like 300.
Kind of fucking sex doll you getting for $300?
Yeah, the kind that inflates and deflates.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be on a watch list now.
You
Well,
were
so
already?
like your girls are gonna be like, what the fuck you looking up sex dolls for?
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. All right, so
I knew this would
only
be
on
fun.
this show.
Oh boy.
So I'm not gonna say the name of the site, but average price I'm seeing is for like a good one. I'm guessing between $1,500 and $3,000.
Damn, I was way off. I got my janky ass $300.
Well,
fucking-
no. As you probably missed, he said for a good one, not a
Right.
cheap
like
inflatable
an
one.
actual one that is probably on the level of the one that you're getting from this place.
Okay.
Yeah,
Realistic textures.
from the $20,000 elf twink sex doll place.
Yes.
You can take that money, hit the dating scene.
Yeah, you can,
Uh,
for $20,000, you probably could buy the actor.
I don't think Neil Newman can be bought for $20,000. I'm just
might
saying.
consider it. He might consider it for $20,000. You're like, you know what? Maybe.
Are we seriously going the Olympic route of, hey, I'll give you $250,000 to put your penis on the table? Olympics guy?
$250,000 is a lot of money. I might
Yeah.
consider it $250,000. Like, oh, you can take a look.
Yeah, you can take a look.
Put it on the table for $200,000.
You can take a look for $20,000. Knock yourself out. Put cash in
funny.
hand. We gonna got a
Cat-
deal.
Put that money in my hand.
Not nothing else. Put the money in my hand. Nothing else, please.
Yeah, I like how you had to specify. Don't put anything else in my hand. Just the money.
Just the money, please.
I don't want the money wrapped in anything. I just,
Exactly.
What are you wrapping your money? You know what?
just
That's
it
a
doesn't
good-
have to make sense. It doesn't have to
Really?
make
Yeah.
sense.
Do I need to send you another text? Please, put the
So then, so what's the when are you going to get like the Astrobot sex doll and the Kratos
no.
sex doll?
No,
That sounds
no,
illegal.
No.
That
Aloy.
sounds actually
Aloy.
illegal.
We do not need a sex doll of Astro. Leave Astro out of this.
That-
Astro's
Well,
great. Leave Astro out
Those
of this.
things sound like they may be illegal. I'm uncomfortable
And the
talking about
Baldur's
those
Gate,
things.
and the Baldur's Gate 3 one isn't.
I mean, at least that one kind
of.
of makes sense. I could see this,
Yeah.
like, because like Baldur's Gate is horny.
Yeah, and he's a grown man.
Yeah.
Astrobot,
yeah.
I look like a kid.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes,
I think of that robot.
see.
I'm like a robot kid.
Oh, I
mean,
feel
yeah.
dirty now. That doesn't feel good.
He's-
Can't get clean.
He's tiny.
Can't
What
get
are you
clean.
fucking? Also, speaking of Astrobot, not in that context. When I went to make a payment on the Pro on Friday, they had a little Astrobot plushie at the GameStop. He was $20. So
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, cool.
I didn't buy him, but he was like $20. So
You should have got him. Took the
where
little
am I
guy.
going to put a plushie?
I don't know.
Don't answer that. I know what you're thinking. Don't answer
I
that.
didn't say anything this time.
You don't have to. I know you.
I just- oh my god!
I know you too well. Don't answer that.
Wow. This turned out actually being good. Maybe, probably.
This is the hard-hitting content that people come to the PlayStation experience for.
Okay, what's
All
your
right.
topic there, Delvin?
This is a simple topic. I want to ask you guys, both of you. Halloween's here.
Yes.
Well, it's not actually here. It's not actually Halloween, but
But it's
we're
Halloween
close
season.
to it. We're Halloween season adjacent. So, what I want to ask both of you: what games do you play for Halloween? What's your rituals for Halloween? Also, because I'm interested in this, because I was talking about this on with Donnie on PSVG. There is a lot of freaking horror games coming out this month, like a lot. Not even like the well-known ones, like like A Quiet Place is one of them, Silent Hill is one of them. But there's like a whole bunch of indie ones coming out this month.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna play?
All right.
Either one of y'all
Starks,
go
you
first.
first.
I'm probably going to play Dead Space because that is my favorite horror franchise, and the remake
good one.
has a new game plus that I haven't given a shot yet. Still plenty of achievements to unlock by using those weapons, getting them fully upgraded. As far as rituals go, it really does kind of depend. Like when Halloween falls on a weekend, a lot of times I'll drive out to the valley where I have like a lot of friends that I known for many, many years now, and they all have like condos and houses, and it's a little bit more fun to walk around there than it is for my particular neighborhood because there's just not a lot of like trick-or-treaters going around the apartments and whatnot.
Gotcha.
And I would also some years get a pumpkin and carve up the pumpkin while watching Treehouse of Horror episodes. So that was always something that I enjoyed. But like I said earlier at the top, when we were talking movies, like recently I've been trying to just go through the classics, and I pick like a franchise to try to watch as much as I can for the Halloween season. So that's about it. It is really a bummer when this like holiday is on a weekday, and being it on a Thursday means I'm going to have to go into the office. So it's just going to be not really, and I'm not really into it this year, which happens.
Thursday's a weird day for Halloween.
Yeah. It'd be different if we got like Friday off and we could make it a 3-day weekend or something like that. That would be really cool.
That would be cool.
But yeah, Haley, what do you do for Halloween?
Realistically, for the past couple of years, nothing, because I've usually been working. Because last year I was working at Rona. The year before I was working a call center, and it was a mandatory overtime day. So I was working from like noon until 11.
Okay.
Fucking gross. And then before that, Walmart and all that. So like I haven't really done anything on Halloween. I'll usually watch like a horror movie or something. Probably Scream. It's usually what I watch. I like Scream a lot.
Okay, Scream's
But it is. I really like Scream. And then, I'll just do whatever. What am I going to play horror-wise? I don't know. I'm playing Dead Rising right now. Like I said, Donnie owns Silent Hill 2. I just haven't downloaded it yet. Maybe I'll play through Resident Evil 2 again.
That's also a good one.
Actually, now I think about it, with that free update with Dead Island, I'm probably going to give that a spin.
I mean, I will also be playing Dead Island 2, but like that was a given. Anybody knew that
Yeah.
I was going to play that. I mean, I could play The Last of Us again. I did it earlier this year, but I will definitely have both that and Part 2 downloaded for the Pro when they come out. So, because they're both PS5 Pro enhanced. So, but that's after Halloween season. So, totally get what you're saying. I don't know. really just anything. Technically, Baldur's Gate 3 could count as a spooky game because,
It has its spooky moments for sure.
yeah.
I agree.
I'm playing that a lot right now, so.
I do miss the growing up with Halloween because my godmother lived in Burbank, and there's a lot of studio people out there, so they would go all out. On average, we'd have like 3 haunted houses that we can go, and people are like opening up their garages and houses and decorating them and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So it is a lot of fun overall. It just, everyone's kind of in a silly mood. Like you can dress up and do weird stuff, and people don't really like judge you as much as, if you're in the middle of Easter and you're wearing like a bunch of weird costumes, people are like, what's wrong with this person? But in this 1 month, it's okay.
I haven't really done like Halloween costumes since like right before I came out, and I'm sure you can imagine why. So
sure.
So
I'm very basic. Like I'll go like I had the Roman toga thing that I was rocking for like 4 or 5 years. And by the end of it, it was so torn up. I'm like, no, I'm zombie Caesar. Look at that. 1 more year out of this thing.
Were you the Ides of March Caesar? That would have been fun too.
There you go.
You got another year out of it.
I actually won a costume contest at work because someone dressed up as Cleopatra and I was just like her Roman boy. So that was pretty fun. But Delvin, what do you do? What games are you playing for this spooky season?
I'm definitely playing on Silent Hill. I'm kind of just in a horror mood. I've been looking at a lot of games that's on PlayStation Store. I'm pulling up my PlayStation Store stuff now. There's a lot of cool indie games that are on PlayStation Store that I'm looking at like right now to play. I also have Hold on, I'm looking up the games I was looking. I just bought one.
Well, I mean, I know you're gonna play Dragon Age, but I don't know that counts as spooky. So
yeah, that's not the spooky stuff. That is not the spooky. It's a couple of games. I'm trying to look up the game I just bought. I just bought a game today, but there's a lot of really cool games. I'm definitely buying that Ash game, the Evil Dead game that's coming out. It's not
Okay.
Evil Dead. It's Ash and Michael Myers in a horror game. It's
that's gonna be neat.
Yeah, it's like an 8-bit game that you could play as either Ash or Michael Myers.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's that one. I'm going to my list because I just bought a game that I don't remember the name of it. It's like the 16-bit horror game that looks pretty cool. Also, I forgot what's the one that's coming out this month. Clock Tower comes out this month, so I'll probably be playing that. There's a lot of stuff coming out this month, man. I'm super excited for. I cannot find the game I bought. I'm looking it up right now because I thought it looked really interesting.
I think it's called Retro Realms Halloween.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Oh, I found the name of the game I bought. I'm gonna tell you the name of it right now. It looks really interesting, and I saw it's only like $6. It's called Camp Sunshine.
Okay.
And it's a 16-bit horror RPG where you're at a summer camp and there's this killer going around killing people and stuff like that. And it's like in the 16-bit frame, and you have to kind of like figure it out. It looks really interesting. It's on Switch. It's on PlayStation 5. I'm gonna probably start playing it tonight, but it looks really cool.
Nice.
Indie. Check it out, guys. It might be something you want to be interested in. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming out this month that I'm super stoked for. I'm really stoked for the Quiet Place game. That looks really interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not.
Oh yeah, with the controller mechanic, right, where it can pick up sound from the speaker on the microphone or on the controller, and the microphone on the controller.
Yeah, the Quiet Place game.
That'll be good. I'll be hitting the bong and then all of a sudden dead because they find me.
Yeah. That's how it's gonna work.
But yeah, that's great though.
Isn't the character in the Quiet Place game asthmatic and pregnant?
In the game?
Yeah.
If that's the case,
That doesn't sound like a good combination. You guys are screwed.
Like I think I remember the trailer being like you play as like the asthmatic woman, and I don't remember if she's pregnant or not, but I'm pretty sure that's in there too.
Wow.
I mean, I know that was in the movie, and I always wondered how she was able to give birth.
Fuck that
to
kid,
that.
by the way. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck that
That
kid.
kid. Yeah, that kid got
What
he
an
got
idiot.
snatched. Yeah. Well, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Why would you put batteries in the toy? What do you like?
Because you didn't fuck them kids.
All right, I got some more I want to play that I got. I think it's called Namata. PNEUMATA. Look that one up.
Okay.
That looks really cool. Poppy's Playtime. I'm quite sure you've heard of Poppy's Playtime. It was that
Poppy's
PC game.
Playtime.
It's kind of it's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy, but it's really interesting. That was like only like $5, and also the Five Nights at Freddy game.
with that weird blue guy.
Yes. Five Nights at Freddy Into the Pit I want to play. That looks really good. I'm going to eventually play the Until Dawn game since it's It's PS5 Pro Enhanced, of course. So I'll wait till it comes on Pro. There's another game.
So I will point out, I looked up the thing. I don't know where I think there's a character in the game who's pregnant, but the main character that you play as is asthmatic. So I think
there you go.
Yeah.
So it's not both. One's asthmatic, one's pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you play as the asthmatic.
Okay. That may be a problem.
Hit your inhaler button.
And there's another game that just came to PS5 called Unholy. That looks pretty good. It's a horror game. It came out in
According to the church, I am unholy.
That is true. That is true. I already beat the casting of Frank Stone, which I enjoyed. I thought that was pretty fun. It wasn't like
I saw that game get not great reviews, but you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's not nowhere near great for what it is, like the Supermassive games in terms of those. And like, all right, if I was to rank it, it's probably near the bottom. But it was fun for what I played. I think the ending was really good and dark, so I enjoyed it. But there are like a lot of really cool horror games out right now, man.
I mean, the horror genre across the board seems to be alive and strong. Never seems to go away. Even like, movies, TVs, games, all the above.
Yeah. And I'm really interested in a lot of these things. And I find myself being drawn to all the indie games these people are making that are horror games. I'm just curious of what they're doing in the indie space. Kind of like how I am with horror movies in general. Like, I'm interested in what they're doing in the indie space and seeing how it works out, and just kind of like getting a feel for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's cool to play the Resident Evil games, and I love those, and the Silent Hills and stuff like that. But sometimes I just want to play something different and just get somebody else's take on it. And sometimes it hits, and sometimes it's a big miss.
Sure. Yeah, it must be nice too with these smaller games. I'm assuming they can be a little bit more creative and maybe get like a unique mechanic that you haven't really experienced in something else before that like really drives the game along.
Yeah, that and the fact that a lot of these indie games are a lot smaller. They're like, you can beat this in 2 hours. You can beat this in 3 hours.
Yeah.
You can beat this in 5 hours. So I'm a lot more likely to get into one of those games and play it as opposed to like this long horror game that's like 20 hours long, that I probably won't finish.
Sure. Sure.
On average, how many games a year do you actually finish?
It depends. This year is not going to be a lot. With everything I went through this year.
This year's been a shitty year. Excluding this year, on average, how many games do you finish a year?
10.
Okay.
10, 12, it depends.
Because I know you play like hundreds, but
I don't play hundreds. I wouldn't say hundreds. I play. If I was to guess, I'd probably play like 50 games a year. I have not played 50 games this year. I can tell you that right now.
No, I know that. You've had a rough year, man. Like this year has not been the best for you. Like we know you're good.
Yes. I have played I haven't played that many games this year, but on an average year, I've finished like 10 to 15 games a year. You know, play maybe 50, 30, depends. But I always try to at one point I always tried to at least beat one game a month.
Yeah.
Won't do that this year, but
So you're gonna finish 10 games this month to even you out?
no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I know.
But also, that's why you were mentioning these indie games, with smaller play times. I run into this a lot with people who aren't like me, with no partner, no kids, none of that other fun stuff. And they're like, how can I play this and how can I play that? And I was like, I don't know. Like it must be tough. But then they find games like Helldivers was the most recent example where they could play for like 20, 30 minutes, get like a full experience and move on and feel pretty good about it. Same reason, like a lot of them like to play the Call of Duty or the sports games. Like they'll just go and play like a death match or two, or they'll play a game or two and get a fulfilling experience versus diving in for like 100 hours into one of these deeper RPGs that are very fun as well. But I also get like the intimidation. And also it's probably why people don't finish Act 3 of Baldur's Gate, as well.
Still haven't done that. I literally look at me. I'm restarting now. I'm in Act 1. I still haven't finished Act 3. I've made it there twice, but
that's cool, man. I'm glad you're able to it sounds like your plate is full with lovely horror options for you to enjoy.
You know what it is with me? I and it's probably why I like the Dark Picture Anthology games and things like that. I like story-based games, and with those games, it gives me a focus and it keeps the story moving, so I can finish it in the set amount of time, as opposed to I can one of those average time for one of those dark anthology games. I can probably finish it in one day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe once in that's a Saturday game I can sit down and play and be done with it with time to spare, as opposed to something like a Zelda game, which I love, but I have to sit down, take my time with it, maybe finish it in figure out puzzles and stuff. Finish with it
it took you what, like 4 months to finish Tears of the Kingdom? Yeah.
And that was a game that's over. I played like 130, 140 hours in it. So when I get games like that, that takes up so much time. My years, can't you really play too much after that?
I would say that I finish, I try to finish every game that I buy in a year. Sometimes it's just not doable. Like, look, I still haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3 and I bought it last year, but I'm still playing it. So, I try to finish, at least 10 games a year. And, I usually succeed. It'll be curious to see whether or not I finished Life is Strange this year, because I'm actually... I've moved that purchase around, so I'm going to buy that when I buy the Lego Horizon game as well. So I'll be buying that in November, not for launch. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think. 10 sounds about right. About one a month seems reasonable. Then you get like a couple months where you're busy. It really depends. I mean, sometimes the reason I went through Outlaws so quick is because I was sick for twice in September. So when you have all that free time open up, all of a sudden you can plow through a game pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But then there's other times, I know for November and December, it's always busy time for me at work, and I'm also visiting my mom. So for the last half of December, I'm not even playing big games. I'm usually just playing my 3DS, going through Ocarina of Time for the dozenth time or whatever. But yeah, I think 10 sounds about right.
And more and more I'm thinking about it, I have to be honest, recording these podcasts take a lot of time for me as well, just I record 3 shows, 3 shows a week average. The shows average 2, maybe 3 hours a week.
And you're putting in 10 to 20 hours, right?
Yeah, so it's it's more I want to play games, but don't really always have the time to play games. So
yeah, and then lately there's me having the issue. I think I mentioned this. I had my sleep study this week.
No,
I don't know what my results are, because I had the overnight portion on Sunday into Monday, and my in-person appointment with the doctor is how long do you think I have to wait?
3 months.
Okay, 3 months from Snurts. Delvin, how long do you think I have to wait?
6 months. That's Canada.
You are both wrong. It is 9 months. My in-person appointment with the doctor is June 6th, 2025.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Also, if they push me to have another sleep study, I will say no because the glue they put in my hair and on my face gave me an allergic reaction. So,
Can never be easy for you, can it?
I mean, I literally have a scar on my forehead now from like the glue there. So yeah,
That sucks. Yeah.
yeah. But like I'm really fatigued all the time. Like sometimes I'll get home from work and just not have the energy to like do anything. Now, is that partially probably autistic burnout? Probably. But the other part of it, doctor and I are trying to figure out why the hell I'm so tired and I don't sleep all the time. Like I'll go to bed and I'll be up within an hour of when I lie down. Like, and I can fall back asleep again, but then it's another hour up and so on and so on. It's really annoying. I haven't slept well ever, really. So sometimes I just have no energy. So
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, I understand that. Sleeping is a challenge. It used to be so easy when I was a child, but it's not so much anymore. But at least I'm getting at least 4 or 5 like solid before I get up or have to do something.
Lucky you. I think I woke up on Wednesday night, for example. So like after the annoying 10-hour day that was 2 7-Elevens. One took 3 hours, the other took 7. Literally.
Yeah.
I think I woke up 5 times that night. 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Have
had
you tried melatonin?
Huh? Have I
you
tried melatonin? Yeah, it just doesn't work for me.
Wow. Have you
I've
tried
even tried-
lots of weed?
I have never smoked weed ever.
That could backfire too, because then if you're like just in your own thoughts because you're so high, like you still can't go to sleep. Like so.
My brain is sometimes my worst enemy, so I'm sure that's not a great idea either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I always because I always try to get like my brain clear as much as I can. I'm just like, don't stop thinking about stuff. Just relax and
Have you tried giving yourself a light concussion every night? Just knocking
a light
concussion.
I do not think that is a good idea. No, I have not tried that.
That's some like Looney Tunes medicine techniques.
Yeah.
Considering my job involves
back of the
ladders
head.
and I injure myself enough as it is, I'm sure concussions are not a good idea.
No.
Usually not. Frowned upon.
Usually not.
Yeah. Like I'll go to like for example, the other night I went to bed at 8. I woke up like 5 times between then and I had to be up for 4:45.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, no. So it's not. But I try. Like it's not like I don't try to go to bed. I'm not one of those lunatics who like just forces themselves to stay awake.
Have you tried lavender?
In what regard?
Okay. I bring this up because it's the thing I use sometimes too. Help you sleep. They have this spray you can spray on your pillow. And the scent of lavender helps you relax and helps you go calm down and go to sleep. You can use that, or you can use like if you have the they're not called humidifiers. What are they called?
Like the things you plug into the wall or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot what to call them. But you can put they have a lavender scented one that you can put by your bed, and the smell of lavender helps your mind to relax and helps you go to sleep. That may work.
Okay. I can give that a shot. My only concern, how long does the scent last on you? Because I have a coworker who is allergic to lavender.
No, well, it won't be on you. You put it on your pillow. So you just smell it, but it won't be actually on you.
Okay. Just because, like, this coworker is a really nice person, and I'd rather not give them an allergic reaction by being near me.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. If not, fuck 'em.
I mean, it really depends on how sensitive the allergy is, right? I would think that by the time you like shower, get to work, or whatever, like it's going to be off.
I'm sorry, you shower before you go to work? I shower in the evening after I get home from work.
No, I shower in the morning.
Okay,
shower.
I don't have time to shower when I get up at 5 6:45 in the morning when my
You're only
meet's at
sleeping like 2
6:30.
hours a night. You got plenty of time to shower.
That's
No.
a good point. Very good point.
I may only sleep 2 hours. I try to get more because
Sure.
my body does not like that I am drinking, energy drinks to function. So sugar-free energy drinks before anyone gives me fucking shit.
I'm gonna give you shit about that. Like
I
maybe you
know.
need to stop drinking the energy drinks, woman.
I only started drinking the energy drinks because I couldn't stay awake. I don't drink them to keep myself up. I only drink them in the morning to start work, and that's it. Like I have one, and then I go about my work day, and that's it. I'm not drinking 8 energy drinks a day here. I do have a coworker who does that. I am not doing that.
That is not good.
That
That will kill you.
My
those poor kidneys.
My
Yeah.
coworker on Friday morning, we had 2 Avondales, and we get to work, and he's like, "Yeah, I've had 600 milligrams of caffeine already." I was like,
God, no, that's too much.
"All right, man." Meanwhile, I had 1 energy drink, which is 170 milligrams. So,
I can't do more than 2 coffees a day without getting the jitters.
I don't drink
too much caffeine.
I don't drink coffee. So the Dr. Pepper I was drinking earlier, 0 sugar Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
No, I like my coffee.
All right, then.
Yeah. I mean, I try things to sleep. The problem is that inside baseball, but this is what you come to this show for anyways. I got a phone call from Montreal, where my surgery would happen, right? They want me to lose weight for the surgery because they use BMI, which is awful and an outdated system, and BMI fucking sucks, but that's another topic. Anyways, they wanted me to lose a set amount of weight for this thing. Well, I don't sleep, so as we've discussed, so I'm already at a disadvantage for weight loss because you need good sleep to encourage that, as well as calorie deficits and stuff. Well, since they've called, that has stressed me out to the point that I think I've actually gained weight. And so, yeah, I don't see my doctor until the 22nd, but super duper annoying because I really want that fucking surgery.
Yeah.
So it's, I'm trying stuff. It's just not really working. So,
yeah, it sucks.
Yep.
Just gotta calm yourself, relax. It's gonna work out.
Yeah.
You gotta take your time and figure it out. I know it seems a little rough, but you stressing yourself out about it ain't gonna help the situation. Just gotta.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure you can tell why my brain's been a bad bitch lately. Fuck, my brain's been fucking stupid lately.
That's a interesting turn of phrase there, but we'll go with it.
Well, if my brain is giving me bad brain thoughts, I don't know how my brain's being a depressive episode. Let's go with that. Because of this. So it's not been great. So
you got to get out that funk. That's all you got to.
I know.
I do relate to that meme cartoon that goes around where it's just are you trying to go to sleep? And it's yes, brain, leave me the fuck alone.
And then something stupid.
And then the brain will say something stupid and they're I can't go to sleep now. I'm wide awake. Because I do have those random thoughts. I'm okay, time to go to bed.
The most common version of that meme I see is the a cis person doesn't dream about being the other gender. But granted, I follow a lot of trans people, so my perception might be slightly skewed. But yeah, no, that's how tired I am all the time and stressed out. But yeah, anyways, we should probably get to questions because I know Delvin's got wrestling at what? It starts at what, 10?
Oh, it started at 8 o'clock. We're an hour and Well, let's get to these questions then. Yeah, we got a couple of them.
All 2 of them.
Well, we got 3.
Okay, 3. Cool.
All right. Todd Ostra asks, are the 30th anniversary DualSense and Edge getting more released?
I think they mean, are they releasing more?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I think so too.
One of the things I thought about including in the document today was the story that Japan had better user sign up protection for the 30th anniversary bundles. Like you had to have so many hours played on PlayStation Network before you could even attempt to order
I
one.
did read that. Yeah.
It was like it was a small amount, but it was enough to like eliminate like people just creating a PSN account to order.
That was a pretty good idea.
Yeah. But they didn't have that here. Here you could just have an account, get on and order it, right?
I mean, isn't the whole idea is to keep it limited release because it's supposed to be the special 30th anniversary?
Okay, but
deal?
the amount they made of the Pro is stupid, like stupidly low.
Can I say something?
Yes.
And this may be a little controversial. It's stupid. Like why limit something that everybody wants to buy? Just make
Sure.
it just a thing.
Sure.
Just make it so everybody can get one.
Also, doesn't it cost like a ridiculous amount of money compared to even the already expensive Pro?
Okay, so the original Pro in the US is $700. The 30th anniversary bundle is $1,000.
It's like okay, that's what I thought.
But you're not just buying the Pro console. You're getting a DualSense Edge, a charging station, and more on top of the Pro. So like
a stand.
That's why.
So
yes,
why not
you do also get the stand, yes.
Just make it accessible to everybody. Don't make like too much, but just make it enough so anybody who wants one should be able to get one. The idea of this limited edition thing, you can only get it now, and of course the site breaks down, so nobody can get it except scalpers. Like, come on, man, just make enough for everybody to get one.
Yeah,
figure out a way so scalpers can't do what they're doing. Make it so everybody can have a chance to actually get a chance to get one.
Yeah. So, Snuts, if you don't know, the 30th anniversary Pro model only had 12,300 units made.
Oh, okay. That is very. Now I was listening to Delvin say that, and I was thinking to myself, it's like, why don't you like money? Don't you like money? We're trying to print money here, and you did not want the money.
This is so weird.
You would think, but also, for a 30th anniversary model of your newly announced premium console,
sure,
you're only going to make 12,000 units.
And it's not like there's supply chain issues or any of the other stuff we had.
No,
like this.
Not yet. If the mine in Tennessee floods, then we could run into supply issues, but that didn't flood. So if you don't know, like the modern semiconductor is made out of one, like they gather the mineral needed to make it out of one mine in Tennessee. So
how about this 30th anniversary system, 30,000 units.
Ooh, it lines up.
would still be better than 12,300. Just saying.
You probably sell. I'm quite sure you probably sell through those 30,000 too. Like that's enough that you probably sell through and then some.
Okay, but what is like Yarden makes a good point here. I don't know if you want to put it on screen, but Yarden's like, because they're trying to be cute with that specific number, but they just made everyone mad.
Exactly.
But what is 12,300 specific of for a 30th anniversary? Like that doesn't make any sense.
It's some schmuck being like, this'll piss them off. 12,300 exactly.
The population of people in the PlayStation area.
Fucking stupid. 12/3 was the PS1 release date. Fuck off. Not you, Yarden.
That's some weird inside baseball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking
too smart by half.
Just make enough for people to buy. Like,
yeah. Especially if you're selling them at $1,000 a piece.
Right.
Yeah.
And people want them. That's the thing about
it. They sold out instantly.
Yeah, I can see if you were selling them at $1,000 a piece, and they're like, we don't want that shit. No, people want it. They're like, hey, please, I want to give you $1,000. It's like, nah.
Also,
only 12,000 if you can.
The anniversary bundle here in Canada, Snurts, how much you think this thing costs here in Canada?
Is it at 1,300?
It's like 14 something before
14 something. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
That's why I bought the regular Pro. Because that's still $1,000 here. It's not
because that's clearly more reasonable.
I mean, yeah, it's more reasonable than $1,500. I'm still paying $1,100 for this thing.
The one you got to sell your kidney for.
I mean, it'll be worth it. GTA, baby.
That ray tracing.
You may need to, Kenny. Just
Okay,
saying.
I don't give a shit about ray tracing, like at all. I don't care. Just give me my 60 FPS. That's what I want. So
Yeah.
that's why I got the
You're
Pro.
gonna pay for that 60 FPS.
I am gonna pay for that 60
Clearly you
FPS,
are.
and it's gonna be fucking
$1,000.
glorious. I mean, yeah, I'm halfway there. Woo! Yeah, on the 24th, I gotta put 350 down, and then I pay like the last 200 on the day it comes out. So
FPS, fucking pony up, sucker.
All right. Our next question is from Alex Vinsmoke.
yeah,
And he asked, what do you want to see from the Halo Studios in the next 5 years? Halo on PS5, the Halo Master Chief Collection.
yeah. Give me the Master Chief Collection. I'll buy it.
We was
I'll
talking about
fucking
this on PSVG, how it's time for Halo to be multi-platform. Not only just for not saying this because as a PlayStation fan, I'm just saying this more because for the reach of Halo and the health of Halo. Halo is one of those franchises that if you make multi-platform, it would do really, really well.
It absolutely would. Like Halo would sell gangbusters if it was multi-platform.
Yeah, and you don't have to make every Xbox game multi-platform.
I mean, they're going to because that's what Satya Nadella wants.
Yeah. But Halo's a good one to kind of make your flagship multi-platform game as Microsoft Studios is bringing there. But I think that's a really good one. I think the Master Chief Collection is a great collection to bring to modern consoles. That if you want to be really fun about it, just remake the first Halo game and sell that for $70.
It's funny you say that because rumor is they're remaking the first Halo game in Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, just remake that. Sell it on Xbox, sell it on PS5. If you can sell it on Switch 2, sell it on Switch 2. Put it out there for everybody, That'd be really cool. And if it's good enough and they do a really excellent job with it, they can piecemeal this out, make the second one the same way, and just keep going and making money. I think Halo is a franchise that people, especially since the TV show, whether you love the TV show or hate the TV show, Halo is a franchise that everybody knows.
The only thing I know about the TV show is that people hated the first season, and the second season started better, and then they took away Chief's armor, which defeats the entire purpose of Halo.
You had to show them cheeks.
Yeah.
No. This wasn't just Master Cheeks. This was straight up he didn't have his armor, which what?
Master Cheeks indeed. I would love to see the Master Chief Collection, but also Delvin, you are absolutely right. Like if they wanted to take all my monies, you just piecemeal them out, release them every once a year or every other year, and I would be there, getting day one Halo, Halo 2, ODST, 3, Reach. I still play those games on the 360 when the urge desires. And if you get Assault on the Cartographer right, and it's a more modern feel, shut up, take my money.
Yeah. Halo would be great to see go multi-platform. Hell, even if they wanted to, like a quick, easy one. I mean, obviously it's not easy, but they could port Infinite and instantly get some more player count in there for that. So,
yeah, Infinite would be pretty cool on PS5 as well. I understand why they wouldn't want to do that one first.
Well, yeah. My thoughts is that right, it's meant to be the start of a new journey for Chief, right? So it's an easy jumping on point, but it definitely makes sense why they would want something like Halo 1 there first, right?
Yeah,
I would be more interested in the classic games than Infinite myself. Because I would want to go through the campaigns, and if we can get online co-op for all of them, I mean, yes.
And, and the classic games are beloved, so it'd probably be a lot easier to get those out to a mainstream audience, and even people who may be lapsed on the Halo to bring them back in the fold. Like, here you go. Here is the one that you like.
I remember a day when Halo was king of multiplayer before that little Call of Duty came along.
Yeah, that's what he said. Probably me. So our final question is a weird one from Lord Snurts, apparently. I know that
yes.
guy is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I can do this.
Oh boy.
Are you gonna try to share the image?
Yes, I'm going to try to share the image without sharing anything incriminating because I don't want to go to jail.
He is searching, ladies and gentlemen, for a picture of Banana Man, which was from an 80s cartoon that was, I think, shown with Danger Mouse, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And the whole premise is it's kind of like a Shazam. So you have a little kid who eats a banana and then transforms into the hero Banana Man. And I love this concept. I did not watch this when I was a child, but I came across this recently, and it just kind of tickles me pink. It is very British, very silly, and very 80s.
I didn't watch Banana Man as a child.
Nice.
I love the show.
I had no idea what this fucking was until you tweeted this image at me. Like,
Yeah.
I have never heard of this, and I was like, what the fuck?
And the transformation is very weird because this kid just mainlines a banana and it's just shoves the whole thing in its mouth, and like his chest gets all big and then drops
hasn't
down
shoved
before
a
the
banana in their
legs and
mouth?
stuff like that. It's
One bite.
hilarious. Yeah, he makes eye contact too while eating a banana.
Okay, no, hold on.
I
Did
know
you say
chickens
who does?
Oh, look at that.
That is
he
Banana
took-
Man.
He took it exactly where I thought he was going to take it.
Yep. Yeah. So my question is, are those little banana devil horns or Batman cowl ears?
So chime in, everyone. So if you're at home and you're playing whatever the fuck this game is, Google Banana Man.
Yeah.
Just Google Banana Man, and the first image that comes up, let us know, are these devil horns or are they, what you said, Batman cow?
Yeah, like the ears on the Batman cowl.
Yes.
I
Yes,
am going to say these are banana devil ears.
Mm-hmm.
You literally picked both answers, Haley. Stop cheating.
What?
What? What?
What?
No, I think they're devil horns because they look like the little devil horns. Like if you would go into like a CVS and you need a quick little headband costume, right? You get the little curly devil horn things. I do not think they are the Batman ears.
What about you, Delvin?
I don't know.
It's like, do I want to be a contrarian?
I've seen many devil horns in my life. You know, I had an ex-wife, so there's that.
Yeah.